Yep, they got off at St Michael. Well, more have got on now. Go on, train. Couple more stops and we get to another big interchange station, where we'll find out how that one's going to operate, whether it lets the trains through or not. I feel like there needs to be an else deny option for all of the signals. I feel like that's a thing. It might not be. I could be wrong. Who knows? I mean, we'll find out in a second, won't we? Okay, here comes train. Couple more stops. Is there a way to slow time down? No. I think that's a patch that does that. Alright, Guard City St Christopher. Next station. How many people are on board? 8. That'd be a very nice tube ride. Only 8 people on board the whole train. Very leisurely. Okay, round the corner into St Christopher Valley, and then I think, yep, then it's the junction station. So we'll find out again how this is going to work. So it should go into the 3rd platform from the left, if it's set up correctly. If it's not, then well, obviously it's not going to go into 3rd platform from the left. Breakdowns shouldn't be switched on. None. So that's ruined that timetable, so we have to start that again. I feel like whilst we're doing that, we might as well change the speed limit to 30. Okay, 3rd from the left. It did it, you know. Whether it did it because these are both set to deny, I don't know. But it went into 3rd from the left. Okay, so that's cool. Okay, so now it should go into the far left platform, which it's probably going to do anyway, because it's straight ahead. And there she goes. Okay, I found this is I found a forum post about what I'm looking for now. From 2 years ago. So that's cool. Enter tile PBS box signal as of patch 2. I don't get what that means, PBS. Power box signal or something like that. I don't know what PBS would stand for. Got quite a few passengers on now, 18% full. Not bad. That is something I'm going to do on here, by the way. I'm going to start, every single route is going to start with steam. And then once we've got all steam out and going, then we'll take it back to electric or diesel, whatever it might be. But we're going to start properly this time. Have actual steam. Almost like we're going through history. Even though the calendar at the bottom might say a different date, we're going to treat it as if it's, you know, the 1930s or 40s, whatever it might be. track's starting to get a bit overgrown. It's annoying that you have to do the whole, we had to put that waypoint thing in. But you know, fingers crossed now, it's still going to work. As I say, I'm sure Lieutenant Joker in the comments can give me some guidance if necessary, if I have got it wrong. Big if. Most likely, but still, big if. I feel like I've got it wrong. That's the thing. I feel like I've messed it up. And if I feel like I've messed it up, chances are I have. But then, one block did work. It went through where it was supposed to. So that's good news. So that one, yeah, that one's good news. But so far, it's working. We get a circle going. Off camera, I'll try and get the circle in the opposite direction going. And then perhaps we can start looking at proper routing. Like getting some more metro lines set up, going through and out into the country. Which is going to be the next likely thing. Alright, St John Valley with its unusual platform layout and unusual track layout. I'm not sure if I like the look of the new tracks third rail. It looks a bit cartoony. Not sure if I'm a fan of that. We'll see how it looks on a proper network, but as I say, it looks a bit too cartoony at the moment. Plus, I mean, right this second, we don't need the third rail, so I might go through and convert it all to normal track. Because then we'll do things like electrification when it comes. Right, we've nearly completed the loop. Only a few more stations to go. It actually takes longer than I thought it would, which is good, because it means the city is big. I was worried that I'd made the city a little bit on the small side at the start, but it certainly seems like we're getting our money's worth now. I'm just reading through this again. So, outputs that programs can have. Deny, the Pathfinder will treat this signal as a dead end. So now it'll just turn around and go back. Add penalty. The Pathfinder will add the penalty to the cost of paths through the signal. I'm not sure what that means. Reserve through. If a PBS signal uses this command, PBS reservations which would otherwise stop at this signal instead continue through it to the next signal / waiting point. In effect, this allows the save waiting point property of a PBS signal to be conditionally turned off. There's also an option to cancel reserve through commands earlier in the program. Long reserve. If a PBS signal uses command, trains which make reservations which end at the signal try to reserve through to the next signal where possible. If no further reservation is possible, the reservation ends here as normal. When it says reservation, does that mean like priority? That would be cool. So yeah, apart from a few complications, shall we say, I think I've got my head round it. And we'll find out again in a second, once the train ends its orders and starts to repeat the cycle. Obviously I won't make you watch the entire loop again, that's a little unfair. But I'll watch the loop again. and make sure that it's working as planned. If it is, then as I say, that's really awesome. That means I can start using the I can start rolling it out on a lot more of the network in the future, which would be very, very nice indeed. If it doesn't work, then oh dear. But I can see why people would rather use that than waypoints, because that means you can have multiple trains from multiple different destinations using the same platforms, and you can also split terminus and through platforms without having to use waypoints, which would be a massive, massive help for me especially. Okay, so it should go into the middle platform. Not that we can see because of this. It's not going into the middle platform. What's going on here? Train is entering from back of signal, then if last visited station is Guard City St. Mark, then allow. Okay, hang on. Did not mean to do that. If don't need to put another if here. If next order is here, then allow. Something like that. I mean, what did this one have in the end? Yeah, this isn't set up properly still. Okay, hang on. Sort this out. Remove. Remove. Right, if train is entering from back of signal, then if last visited station is GSMA, then if next order is this station, then allow. So actually, whoops, this one here, I don't need the if next order is Prerelease train. Actually, no, I don't need that one. Then if next order is here, then or if, did not mean to delete that, or if next order is here, or if next order is here, then allow. Okay, so that's, yeah, that's kind of set that one up. This one, I can see why it's not working. Let's put it that way. So, what was it? That one is fine. It's this one. Okay. If entry direction is back, then if last visited station is Prerelease Valley, then allow. No, it's not last visited, it's if next order is down here, then allow. Like that. And then this one is if, let's just remove that. if next order is St. Peter Valley, then allow. So then on this side it should be if next order is Garden City St. Mark, if next order is Prerelease Valley. Perfect. Let's release a couple more of these trains. Should be able to get them all to release. Or as many as possible. Like so. If I stop this here really quickly, and when this train leaves, I'll release. Okay, so that one's going to go first. And then that one's going to go. Spin this round real quick. Also remember to put signals in where necessary. There we are. So you're now going to release. Right, should be going into the middle platform. But it's not. Why is it not doing that? If next order is Prerelease Valley, but it's not, then allow, else deny? Or if next order is not Prerelease Valley, then deny. Like that. And then here, if next order is not GSMA, then deny. I think that's a bit more absolute then, isn't it? If next order is not, then wrong side, deny. And if next order is not, then deny. Yeah, that sounds a lot more absolute. So then here, if next order is not St. Peter Valley, then deny as well. On this side, if next order is, I mean that one is pretty much fine anyway, because it can only go through there then. Okay, so over here I need to do the same thing. So this is if next order is not, then deny. This one, if next order is not, and if last visited is not, then flat out deny. This one, if last visited is not, and if next order is not, then deny. And then on this side, if next order is not, then deny. And this one, if next order is not, then deny. And then over here, well, this is completely ruined still, so we'll fix that. If entry direction is from back, then if next order is not here, then deny. And then this one, okay, if entry direction is back, then if next order is not here, then deny. Okay, if I come back over here, we should now see the next train go into this center platform, I hope. Otherwise we have ourselves a problem. Okay, let's just check to make sure it wasn't a routing thing. So that has now gone in the middle platform and that has now departed. I feel like I need to do this and set it again. Now I went in the middle platform this time. That is definite good news. Alright then. So I'm actually feeling a little bit happier about this now. I have no idea where the first train on this trail is. Looks like it's there. So as I say, I'll try and get the second loop in off camera. I think that one will mostly involve, well, it'll go through here, obviously, because the next station is St. Mark. So I've got that going. One more thing to check here. If train is entering from back of signal, then if next order is not St. Peter Valley, then deny. But I also want an or. Or if next order is not, and then this. So if next order is not St. Peter Valley, or if next order is not Prerelease train depot, then no train is allowed through. Perfect. That's pretty much exactly spot on now. Alright then guys, so that will do it for today. Long video. It's going to be cut into 3 parts by the looks of it, maybe even more. I'm getting there. I'm starting to understand it. I think the best way to learn on this game is to learn on the job. So that's kind of what I've been doing. So apologies if you've just been sat there screaming at me. You know, I do my best. Let's get all these vehicles launched as well. So we get the trams going, we get the trains going. Hopefully we'll end up with a nice number of vehicles out on the network now. No idea if this is going to work or not. I think I've probably just screwed that up now. Oh well. So we have a version of a metro. It's not a great version per se, but it's not terrible. Let's check. I've definitely got this right, didn't I? If next visited station is not St. Christopher Valley, sorry, last visited, and then if next order is not Guard City St. George, then deny. Perfect. So I might chuck in a couple of or ifs there as well, so we can have terminating trains, but mainly the terminating train is going to be coming from here, and then there'll be another one that will go straight through. So here comes the train. It should go in third from the left. It should, that's the one it should go into. So let's double check one more time. If train's entering from back of signal, then deny. Awesome. That's all set up. So it should go into this center platform. If it doesn't, then there's problems. Oh, it is. Fantastic. That's good news. Right, so this one... Yeah, I did do all of them as well. Good. So we appear to have a problem here. What's the problem here? Trains entering from back of signal then, if next order is not St. Peter Valley, then deny. No, it should go there, shouldn't it? Or if next order is not Prerelease train depot, then deny. So why is this train not moving? It's not going where it should have been going. Okay, there's a problem with this then. There is a problem with this signal, which is not good news for me. That seems fine to me. Oh. Train's entering from front of signal. Then, if next order is not, then deny. Is that a problem? I don't get what the problem is here. Just do that. Does that fix it? Yeah, that fixes it. So why can I not do... If next order... No, see, that doesn't work. So why is it not letting me do the if? Or if? If next order is not St. Peter Valley, or should it just be an if? Maybe it should just be another if. So where would it be? It would be here, wouldn't it? If next... Whoops. If next order... Oh, for God's sake, stop clicking off the screen. Is not here, then deny. Is that going to work now? Are you going to do what you're supposed to do? I mean, that ore is irritating. Very irritating. Apparently you're lost. You're not lost. Where are you going? Train is entering from front of signal, then if next order is not Prerelease train depot, then deny. If was it this one? If next order is not St. Peter Valley, then deny. I've no idea. I think I've just overcomplicated things with that now, which is a bit of a pain. I've also completely screwed this up again, so I'm going to have to redo that again. Alright guys, as I say, I'm going to follow this train and make sure it's behaving itself. But thank you very much everyone for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series, drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes or with advice on programmable signals. I would really appreciate that. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.